Nathan's famous international hot dog eating contest is underway, and Rich, what a sight for sore eyes out here in front of the people.
Unbelievable. They were doing the wave there during the break, and it's so great to have a crowd here, Mike. I'm overwhelmed. Let me change the adjectives on my Twitter bio to lucky and thankful. It's Independence Day, baby. We've broken free from the Rona, and we're eating again in Coney Island.
It's a beautiful day out here for dogs and buns. 75 degrees and sunny for these eaters. And Joey Chestnut, the reigning champion, already out to a great start. 8 hot dogs and buns unofficially through this order.
There's Nick Wary getting into his rhythm here early. He believes he can win. You know, Nick Foles, another Nick, faced off against the Patriots. Belichick, Colt Butler, Nick Foles won. Anything can happen.
It is incredible to see that confidence. You're right, from one Nick to another, but that confidence from Joey Chestnut that we heard earlier. Earned confidence, as we talked about. Look at the pace, the hot dogs and buns per minute through his championship record-setting round last year. Notice that uptick at the end.
That's what you call out. You know, you think of the DPM, and the fact that he's increasing at the end is really a sign of a champion and a guy maybe who says, look, I want to hit a number. I want to hit 75. I got to up this. He knows exactly where he is at every minute of the contest.
He's broken his own world record 7 times, and so when we talked to him yesterday, all too familiar with the pressure of coming into this contest, having to perform for the people. As you hear them chanting Joey in the crowd.
Well, it happened, you know, like they used to say that about Jerry Garcia, right? He was a prophet. You know, the weight of that whole stadium was on his shoulders.
As we are 2 minutes into the contest right now, Chestnut in first, followed by Jeffrey Esper with 14 hot dogs and buns, the number 2 ranked eater in the world. With a graduate degree in physics, he is followed by Nick Wary and Gideon Oji, 6 and 7 in the world, respectively.
Yeah, there's Esper getting into his shape right now.
You remember last year on that record pace through 2 minutes, he appears close to that. Let's head down to the third member of our crew with Jason Fitz.
So guys, thanks so much. I'm down here in the splash zone. I'll say this, Joey yesterday talked about the adrenaline from the crowd. The crowd is palpable here, but I'm here with Mickey Sudo. Mickey, what have you seen in the very early outset of this that stands out to you?
A number of the contestants jumped right out the gate. Nick actually did 10 in his first minute. It's great for him. I'm seeing Gideon struggle already. You can see all that buildup in his mouth, and this early on in the contest, that's not a good sign. Chestnut at this time was at 27. Right now, it looks like he's already 31, way ahead of last year. So all good numbers so far.
Goodbye. Back to you.
Thank you, guys. Mickey Sudo, the 7-time champion on the women's side, not competing today because of the expectation of her first child being born. Delighted to have her alongside us here. But, Rich, as we look now 3 minutes into the contest, that record appears in his sights yet again.
Yeah, you know, such clean eating. There's Nick Wary, holding tough, looking at third place right now if he can keep it. But, you know, if you take a look at Joey Chestnut, he just doesn't waste a bite. It's just everything is purposeful. It's like a Will Leach paragraph. You know, I wonder if Will Leach would be kind enough to write my obituary someday. And I'm not trying to be dark here, but I'm just trying to stress the fact that economy is so important in eating. And Joey Chestnut possesses an economy like Hemingway.
An economy of words, an economy of hot dogs. You see Nick Wary there being watched closely by his fiancée in Nikki. And we talked to him yesterday. This is a tremendously motivated, tremendously excited eater. This is what Nick had to say about the prospect of going up against one of the all-time greats in Joey Chestnut.
Joey is the best to ever do what we do, but Joey's just a man. He puts his pants on one leg at a time, I assume, in the morning, and he can be beaten. He may be the greatest to ever do what we do, but eventually everybody, you know, takes an L. So if I go out there and perform like I need to, maybe have a good day, just a combination of conditions and just my work put in over time. Whether that's Sunday or eventually that belt, it'll be around my waist, not his.
He said to us, sitting in the lobby of the hotel, Rich, he's a man, these are hot dogs, he can be beat.